What's up, everybody? Today we are reviewing the Vivobarefoot Primus Lite 3s. I'm gonna be going over all kinds of good shit with the shoe, like who it's for, how you should transition. We're gonna get into some other shit on the fucking bullet board behind me, like who I can recommend them for. So, if you guys don't know, I'm Dr. Mike Wassilist and founder of MoveU. Vivobarefoot, I've been wearing these shoes since 2012. Look at all this shit over here. And that's just one box. I don't throw this shit away. I have a whole storage shed out there. So these are my favorite shoes. And when they asked to do this product review, they go, hey, can you promote the Primus Lite 3? The first thing I thought of was, this is my most recommended shoe to everybody. A lot of my family, friends, when they transition to minimalist shoes, I always tell them to start with the Primus Lite 3. And I've been doing that probably since as long as these shoes were around. I got a lot of good shit to say about these shoes. These are like the, the all-around versatile shoes. So I guess before we do that, a little mention on Vivobarefoot shoes. They're in the category of called a minimalist shoe. And what that means, minimalist means minimal cushioning, minimal, wide toe box so your toes can splay out like a Homo sapien, and zero drop, meaning that the shoe doesn't have a heel that drops, like a high heel and like a running shoe. It has no drop on it. So that's minimalist shoes in general. Now, out of the minimalist shoes, this is Vivobarefoot's most versatile shoe. I personally recommend this shoe for, it's just like the lifestyle shoe. Whether you're gonna go to a coffee shop, these are my favorite cross training, like anytime in the gym. Even for me, runs under 2-3 miles, I could do well with these. Anything over, I'll go with more like an ultra, like something with some more cushion. Oh, hi, say. The most versatile cross-training shoe. So whether you're boxing or you're squatting, deadlifting, jumping jacks, jump rope, cardio, like this is the overall best gym shoe I believe that they make. I would say this is their best gym shoe overall. Let me rephrase, not best. This is their most popular and their longest lived one. There's some new ones out, like the Modus Strength, new strength shoes. But these are the most, okay, these are the fucking gold, okay? It's on the pedestal, it's the gold. There's maybe some up and comings, this is gold, okay? It's been up there, it's weathered, it's got a beard, right? It's seen some things in its life. It's been around the block. You know what these things are also awesome for? They're great for the water. Okay? Especially for you guys out there, you're like, ew, I don't want my feet touching the bottom. There could be something that bites me, except for you, maybe you want to wear these. Why did I refrain there? You little bitches. you little bitches that need these in the water whenever you go for a swim in the lake. For those of you guys, me included, I wear these, okay? These are the best ones because they dry. And what else I love about these, get this, you can wash them every week. You should wash them like your regular clothes. No problem. Like they just wash and then they dry. Do I dry them? I dry them. Fuck it. I didn't used to. I think I just throw them in there with the rest of the laundry right now. Just fucking dry away. No issues. So you can wash and dry these things, meaning you don't need socks with them. You might want to wear socks if you got stinky feet. Me, my feet smell like roses. So I need no socks ever in these shoes, okay? Who I recommend these shoes for? If you got feet, I recommend them. That's it. If you have feet, you should be wearing these shoes. Everybody. The reason is like barefoot minimalist shoes, what's occurring is your foot moves more naturally inside of the shoe. So it actually helps with foot flexibility, ankle flexibility, because these other shoes, they're so stiff and rigid, like they don't really bend. They don't bend. So your foot itself can't bend. So this shoe helps with foot flexibility and foot strength because the muscles will help rebound the flexibility and to return it, and also activates more of your proprioceptors underneath your feet. Those are little sensors, the receptors, and what they do is they sense stimulation. They sense if somebody's tantalizing your plantar fascia, or if you step on a rock, or if you step on some dog shit, it's designed to give you feedback going slippery, felt like dog shit. However, you really can't feel the ground properly when you're wearing these high cushion shoes. And that's why this causes also weakness over the long term. In the short term, it reduces your proprioception, meaning you can't feel, so you let the shoe do its work for you. Kind of like you're just a passenger in the car and the car is absorbing the shocks, blah, 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 and you're mentally not even paying attention. So you're relying on an external force to absorb shock, to do the work for you, and I promise your body is 10 times smarter than this fucking shoe. And so by giving yourself something that has more flexibility, minimal cushion in the bottom allows you to feel those tantalizing things that you don't even know. There's some orgasmic spots, like if you step on an acorn right here, just the right spot. I also recommend these to anybody with issues to your foot, ankle, even circulation issues, even diabetics, because this is gonna allow more foot mobility. And remember, the muscles are the pumpers. The muscles pump the blood. So the more muscle activation that you can get in here, the more you're pumping the fluids out, leading, instead of doing the rest, ice, elevate, compress, hopefully foot, please do its thing and recover, foot. Are you recovering? Instead of relying on that absolute useless information, near useless. If you break your foot into 5,000 fucking pieces, you might want to do this for a little bit, okay? Everyone else, you need to do less of this shit and do more of this shit. And so that movement, even walking, is going to help. And because it increases the mobility and strength, it's going to help correct issues like plantar fasciitis, which often come from a weak foot. Different Achilles issues. Your Achilles are tighter because the more heel lift you have, the more it shortens your Achilles. So when you're wearing a typical shoe that might have a 1-inch lift, I don't know why I've been standing like that for so long. I might as well switch sides, balance it out. A 1-inch lift, check this out. It's 1 inch up, so that is 1 inch tighter your calf is because of the lift in the shoe. So what I'm getting at, if you don't understand by now, you should be wearing these things if you have plantar fasciitis, Morton's neuromas, Achilles tendonitis, meniscus issues, ACL, MCL, PCL, hip impingement, bursitis, labral tears, FAI, impingement, cam, pincer, okay? You should be wearing the shoes. And if you're like, but what about for tension, occipital? Yes! It's best for people, it's best for everybody, okay? It's best for everybody, let's be fucking clear with that. Summary, if you have symptoms of the foot, ankle, and knee, these are great for you. And if you have issues going up top, it's really good for you up there too. So then you might want to know something important, because I'm talking to many of you who have these issues, have a plantar fasciitis or issues of chronic ankle rolls. You want to know, well, first I'm going to help you avoid a mistake. And the mistake is a rookie move, where you just put them on and you go run 5 miles, okay? That's the rookie move. I've done it before. I'm trying to save you from it, okay? New York City, arrived, ran 11 miles around the city, best run of my life. Next day, wake up, I had a seminar with 100 people, I was teaching movement on. I wake up and I stood up out of bed and my calves were so tight, they flung me back into bed. And so I'm like trying to bend, teaching everybody. I couldn't even move my calves. I want to save you that misery. Now you need to know how to transition into these. Now, no need to be scared at all or be worried, because this is the easiest transition available today and it's non-surgical. So when you receive your shoes, you're not just going to put these on and then swap them out. Put these shoes on, go for a nice walk, 15, 20 minutes, easy, okay? Easy. Take them off for the day. See how you feel the next day. You feel good? Double the time, okay? Double it. Be smart, progress into them. Don't just take this thing off and just run 20 miles or you'll pay the price. That's how to transition into those. And overall, my most recommended beginner shoe, Vivobarefoot, I think it's the most versatile shoe out there in terms of wear it with some shorts to go get some lunch, wear it in the gym to deadlift. So, and everything in between. So I think it's the most versatile shoe they have. It's durable as shit. Out of all their shoes, I've had issues with some of them. I've had issues with probably under 6% of the shoes, I'd say. I don't remember ever having an issue with these shoes. And I think I have pairs that I don't throw these away. So I have pairs I hear they're 5 years old out in my shed. So durable as shit. I think they look really good on the feet too. I just think they look good. These are white, look at the blacks. Check them out. I just think they look really good. And look at that movement of the foot. So you can get look at all this movement you can get out of your foot inside the shoe. So you got your inversions, your eversions. It allows your foot, look, check that out. My forefoot is on the ground still. And the only reason I could feel that there is because if you try this one of those shoes, your whole foot's gonna turn. So now look at that mobility of twisting the ankle like you're wringing a towel. You see that, how it's like wringing a towel? Look at that. That's grip strengthening with the foot. That's using your arch to pull. And it's creating that mobility and that blood flow. It just feels awesome to do. It's really difficult. I really think about it, and in my heart, I really believe that I look at people that don't wear it, that have never tried them, and I just feel like they're missing out on something in life, like something that feels really good. And you'll only know what I mean until you get a pair. So if you get your first pair, I hope it's Vivo for you. They're my favorite pair. You can search for other brands out there. Vivobarefoot is my favorite. The Primus Lite is my most recommended shoe out there. Hope you enjoyed this YouTube, and go subscribe. Subscribe below. Like this post. I should have said that at the beginning too, right? If you made it this far, you fucking better go do that. If you made it this far, you better comment and like and follow and share with 3 friends, all right? Get out of here.